Have you ever imagined a love so powerful it could defy even death? A love that refuses to surrender in the face of betrayal, loss, or chaos? Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and profound stories from Egyptian mythology, the saga of Osiris and Isis. But this isn't just a tale about gods and goddesses. It's a timeless lesson about faith, resilience, and the transformative power of love. Get ready for an emotional journey because this story will touch you in ways you might never have imagined. It all begins in ancient Egypt, a land where the Nile River winds like a lifeline, and the gods walk among mortals. Osiris, the firstborn of Geb, the earth, and Nut, the sky, was the rightful heir to the throne. He was a just and beloved leader, teaching humanity how to farm the land, build cities, and honor the gods. By his side was Isis, his sister and wife, the goddess of magic and protection. Together, they embodied balance and justice, worshipped by all Egyptians. Under their rule, Egypt flourished and civilization spread along the banks of the Nile. But have you ever noticed how, in life, balance is always challenged? How in an instant, everything can be turned upside down? That's exactly what happened. Osiris's younger brother Set was consumed by envy and ambition. While Osiris brought harmony, Set personified chaos and destruction. He didn't just want the throne, he wanted recognition. He felt overlooked and underestimated by the other gods and the people. While Osiris was celebrated as a benevolent leader, Set was feared and avoided. This lack of recognition fueled his desire to prove his worth, even if it meant destroying his own brother. Set organized a grand banquet in honor of Osiris. During the feast, he presented a magnificent chest and announced that he would gift it to whoever fit inside perfectly. The guests took turns trying, but no one could fit. When it was Osiris's turn, he, trusting and unsuspecting, lay down inside the chest. Immediately, Set and his allies slammed the lid shut and nailed it tight, sealing Osiris inside. The chest was quickly carried out of the hall and thrown into the Nile, where the turbulent waters carried it away. The guests, in shock, watched in silence as the chest disappeared into the current, taking the beloved king of Egypt with it. Isis, Osiris's wife, felt a sharp pain in her heart. She knew something terrible had happened. Determined to save her husband, she embarked on a desperate journey following the course of the Nile. Days and nights passed until she reached Byblos, a distant city where the chest had washed ashore. There, she discovered that the chest had been swallowed by a majestic tree, which had been cut down and turned into a pillar in the king's palace. Disguised as a humble servant, Isis entered the palace and used her magic to care for the king's son. One night, she revealed her true identity and asked the king to return the chest. With Osiris's body recovered, Isis brought it back to Egypt, but Set, furious, stole the body once more and cut it into 14 pieces, scattering them across the land. Heartbroken but determined, Isis gathered all 14 pieces of Osiris's body. With the help of Anubis, the god of the dead, she embalmed the body and brought Osiris back to life long enough to conceive Horus, the son who would one day avenge his father and restore order to Egypt. What does this mean for us today? How often do we feel shattered by life's trials? The story of Osiris and Isis teaches us that even in the darkest moments, there's an inner strength, a kind of magic, if you will, that allows us to rebuild, to rise again, and to keep moving forward. So how can we apply this lesson to our own lives? First, remember that true love, whether for yourself, for others, or for something greater, never gives up. It seeks, rebuilds, and transforms, even when all seems lost. Second, understand that transformation doesn't always mean returning to what once was. Sometimes, like Osiris, we need to find a new purpose, a new balance. And what about you? Where can you be like Isis in your own life? Where can you gather your pieces and rise again, stronger and wiser? The story of Osiris and Isis isn't just an ancient myth, it's a mirror reflecting our own capacity for transformation and resilience. So, the next time you feel lost or broken by life's challenges, remember Isis and her relentless pursuit. Remember that love has the power to transform us and guide us back to the light. If you enjoyed this story and want more narratives like it, subscribe to the channel and share this content with someone who needs inspiration today. Until next time, and remember, just like Isis, you too have the strength to rise again.